Hello, I'm Maddie Love, and I am an artiste. And welcome to my channel. This is Pluto. Pluto, say hi. Hello. Hello. It's nice to meet you. No, look at the camera. Yeah. Say hi. Hello. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. I've been on a quest to paint beautiful women as goddesses. And if you haven't seen before, a while back, like at the beginning of the year, I decided to paint a moon goddess. I really loved how it turned out. I loved her hair, and I got the idea to create a sister painting of that, the sun goddess. And that's what today is about. It is about painting the sun goddess, which I'm very excited about. As you see, we got the sun and the moon pillows. We're very on brand. Let's just get into it, guys. I'm very excited for you to see the process of this video. Not much else to say. Let's just get into it, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, first things first, I decided to take the sketch I had on my sketchbook and bring it into my iPad and Procreate. And from there, I just sketched over a little bit more just to like figure things out. And I did this mostly to figure out the color palette without like having to waste paints or anything. And I found that this was like very handy to do. So there's a painting that you'll see eventually that I've done, and I did not use like any grid method or anything, and it turned out into a disaster. So I highly recommend that if you have access to it, to do the grid method, because this saves so much time and energy. You see right there, I did it and it was able to come out the way I really wanted it to, instead of having to like guess the sketch, you know? So I started out with the skin just to get out of the way to like really get the vibe that I wanted, and I kept her skin tones in like the golden browns just so that way like you could feel like she was sun-kissed by the sun, of course, because she is the sun goddess. And honestly, this clip right here you see was like a month after I did her skin. Like I had to take a month break from painting in general just because I had a lot of other things going on, and I got my iPad like during that time, and so like I became an iPad kid for a while. But yeah, I feel like every painting that I make, there's always a challenging aspect to it, which is good to have. Like I like challenging myself and all. And with this painting, I feel like the challenge for this was definitely finding a way to make the dark values work to where they wouldn't distract from the overall picture, because, you know, there were like, what am I saying? Like, I wanted to keep the painting mostly light for the most part because, you know, it's about the sun. It's sun rays is the theme, the image I had in my head. And I still wanted to show that it was hair too. Just figuring out the dark tones was really difficult for me. So one thing I did not take into consideration is I cannot fucking speak. So as you see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see. You can see these sketch lines and like the grid through the yellow paint, because yellow paint is a very whoa. The lighting, what is happening? But yellow is a very I want to say translucent color, and so it always takes a lot of layers in order to get the type of like, you know, the way you want it to look when it comes to painting certain things And I did not think about that whenever I was sketching this with my graphite pencil. And I should have known this because I've dealt with this problem in the past, that I have to do a shitload of layers, but it is what it is. But the thing is that this whole painting is going to be like a yellow theme, yellow to orange to red theme. So why am I doing this to myself is the question. But it's also like, we're already in it to win it, so I just gotta deal with it. But I just thought I'd let you know. And sorry I didn't record this. I had to do a testing line. Oh, I messed that up. It's still drying. Because I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the pencil affecting the paint until like I got to this strand of hair. And I was like, oh. So now we're here. So we're gonna see how many layers it'll take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop, you know? Yeah. I definitely wanted the color palette to stay in the yellows to oranges to sometimes pinks and like burgundies. Like I didn't want like a bold red, you know? So the bold red I put in there, like I knew it was not gonna work, and so I kept on having to like play with it until I figured it out, you know? I had to go over these paint, like the layers a lot. Like I probably did like 5 layers for each yellow like gray there was. Like it took forever, but it came out really nice. I'm very satisfied, and it helped me like figure out a bunch of different tones for yellow. Like I discovered a lot of different shades of yellow when I was working on this painting, which I really love yellow. Like yellow has a very special place in my heart. It's just when it comes to paint, it's a little antagonizing to me. But I kind of figured out little hacks that if I put pink under some of the layers and then added yellow, it could like control the orange to yellow ratio, and I came up with new colors that way, which was really fun to figure out. Moon Goddess painting, I had made her eyes blue, like solid blue, and then put sparkles all over it, so I wanted to keep that same theme and make the Sun Goddess's eyes yellow, and then you'll eventually see that I put sparkles over it as well, which is probably my favorite part of the painting. I love it so much. I'm so excited for you to see that. Speaking of the Moon Goddess, I originally just came up with the idea to have a lady sitting on the moon, and then that was it. But then after I had finished the painting, I got a vision in my brain, my cute little brain, and saw the Sun Goddess like holding the sun, and like her hair was like rays of sunshine, and I was like, oh my god, I need to create that too. And so, you know, I have these sister paintings now, and I was like, ooh, this is a really cool concept. And I was thought of like continuing on the series of just having like the moon and Sun Goddess like interact in different ways, like in the sky, like maybe they're like forbidden lovers that can never like be together because they're always on the other side, like opposite sides of the earth or something, but then like during the eclipse, like that's whenever they can like finally be together. And it's like I have like this whole lore happening between them now in my brain. But then it was like the last full moon, I like, you know, I did my meditations, I charged my crystals, I did the crazy bitch things that I usually do, and I just started drawing, and it'd been forever since I like sketched in my sketchbook, and visions of art just came into my mind, and I just started sketching it out, and I came up with this idea for this other goddess, which it's another video that's coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But it's like, I realize I'm creating this world, and it's connected somehow. I have a tendency of using as many brushes as possible until I fill this jar to the rim. So it's time to clean brushes. Ooh. And finally, it was time to add the sparkles, which I'm so excited for. It's my favorite part. I love sparkles. And I feel like it just like really made like the magic in her come to life. Like she is not of this world. She is a goddess, a divine. And I added the sparkles to her eyes and the sun to just like help it pop out a little further, just to show that like it's her magic, you know, like it's coming from inside of her. And I feel like it's a really nice touch, and I love it. Hello! I cut my hair. What do you think? I did it myself out of impulse, and I think it turned out pretty good. But another thing that I think turned out pretty good. Speaking of, I am so proud of how the Sun Goddess painting has come out. She's hanging up on the wall with her sisters. This is my view that I see every day. I love her. I got my Moon Goddess, I got my creepy heart lady, and then I got her, my Sun Goddess. What do you think her name should be? I have no idea. And I'm kind of like I'm creating like a world, slowly but surely. I don't understand the concept yet, but I know that these goddesses control everything, and I'm very, very excited to keep on sharing my ideas with you. I have another painting that I'm working on as we speak. I'm staring at her right now. I'll give you a hint. It is the ocean goddess. And I just feel so inspired lately, and I'm just so happy to like be doing this. Like, my art has just come so far. I just feel so magical whenever I'm painting. I'm like, oh my god, I'm making this, and it just feels great to be creating, you know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope that you had fun with me and Pluto and just painting and vibing. Stick around if you want to see more from me, because I have so many projects that I don't need to work on. I just have so much happening. And the summer's over. Like, school starts in like 2 weeks for me. It's crazy. I'm very excited for what the future holds for me. I feel like lately, especially like during this painting, I was like in a weird mindset, and I'm finally coming out of it again. And yeah, I'm just I am at peace again, and I'm happy about that. Go drink some water, okay? Stay hydrated, babies. I love you guys so, so, so much. You are so beautiful. You right there, you are so beautiful. And I love you. I love you so much. Love you guys, bitches.